I'm here with Matt Tobler. He is the owner and founder of Blue Mountain Environmental Consulting here in Northern Colorado. My name is Greg with Ava Wing Digital Marketing. We're just going to have a chat with Matt today. Matt, I guess first off, kind of maybe you can tell us a little bit about yourself, your history, and what got you interested in environmental consulting.
Okay, well, thank you for asking. I'm originally from upstate New York. I was raised on a small dairy farm. My dad was a forester, and we spent our vacations traveling out west. So when it came time to make some decisions about college and career, I went into resource management and forestry, and got my bachelor's in 91. Spent the better part of 6 or 7 years doing a real variety of temporary work, and then moved to Colorado for a master's degree. Um, I finished up in 2000, and at that point, I was 30. Couldn't find any way to get into the environmental consulting or natural resource management profession. So I conducted a job search and I started writing proposals. And as it turned out, the proposal writing was more fruitful. And that was how my business got started.
How long has Blue Mountain Environmental been around?
It's going to be 25 years in a couple months.
It goes by quick, right?
Yeah, I had no idea. I had no idea that was the track that I was on. But it seems as though the farther you go down one road, the more likely you are to stay with that.
Certainly, certainly. I know you guys are located in northern Colorado. What areas of the state do you primarily service?
Our core areas are Northern Front Range, but we will service the entire state depending on the project and go so far as we can go to South Dakota, Wyoming, Utah, and perhaps into New Mexico a little bit. We've
Excellent.
gone as far as Nevada.
Okay.
All
So
depends
can
on the
you,
project.
yeah, yeah. So can you tell me a little bit about what types of projects make a good, I guess, candidate for a proposal for your company?
We work with public sector, private sector, and nonprofit. So we're really well diversified. Um, Almost anything. We offer services in resource management, conservation planning, and environmental compliance. And we really enjoy working with people on the ground, helping them understand their circumstances and achieve management outcomes or goals, whether that's ranchland conservation or regulatory compliance. We do also a lot of forestry and wildfire mitigation for residential homeowners, homeowners associations, reservoir watersheds, um, open space parks and open space plans, and so forth.
Okay. Is there any particular area of your business that you guys concentrate on or focus on, or you tend to do more of those types of projects?
Boy, that changes by the year. This year, we've done an awful lot of conservation planning with working ranches throughout Colorado and Wyoming and South Dakota. Uh, but we also do a lot of work with residential homeowners associations pertaining to forestry and wildfire mitigation. Those two really go hand in hand.
I know I'm interested in what areas that your company tends to focus on. I know you mentioned it changes throughout the years, and wildfire mitigation is something that is a big part of your organization. So, is there anything you can expand about that service that you offer there?
So, forestry, wildfire mitigation, and forest health, we really size our approach to meet the needs of the client. It may be something as simple as home defensible space planning and layout and home hardening, or we may expand into something much larger, like in the context of a community wildfire protection plan, where we're working with other teams to essentially create a 10 or more year vision for how a community can mitigate their risks.
Okay, so you do, I guess, short term and long term.
We do short term, long term, and also small scale and large scale.
Okay. So what would be an example of some of the larger projects that you guys have done in the state?
Reservoir watersheds. There's a lot of cost liability associated with our delivery systems. So, forestry, when I got into the profession, it was boots on the ground, but now increasingly it's a bit of a spatial exercise with GIS analysis and mapping that can help landowners and managers understand where to invest their money when they're looking at tens of thousands of acres with limited resources and trying to understand what to do and how to apply themselves to the greatest effect.
Excellent. Yeah, excellent. So, I guess what is the best way, if I'm a rancher or managing a big project here, what's the best way to get a hold of you guys and your organization?
You can find us through the website, and I'm small business, so I always answer the phone, and
That
and
is
that
the
number's
best way to do
online.
business.
Yeah.
All right, Matt. Well, did you have anything else that you wanted to add?
Yeah, one of the things that we really enjoy is meeting with landowners and managers, trying to understand their position, their desires, their goals, and looking at their resources and trying to get an idea of how we can use the tools in our toolbox to help them achieve their goals. So that may mean what I call a comprehensive ecosystem management plan or a comprehensive natural resource management plan, where we're looking at multiple resources. It could be everything from rangeland health to forest productivity to potential wildfire hazard, threatened and endangered species assessments, and potentially riparian condition. We really enjoy wrapping a variety of different environmental disciplines into a singular document and doing so in a manner that makes the management that we are recommending accessible to the people who are going to use it.
Perfect. Yeah, that's great, Matt. I'm sure that is very helpful information to somebody considering environmental consulting services here in Colorado or even in the surrounding states.